Hey everybody, welcome back. Alright, so we have to shut down the God box. Okay.
Model 210. Operator?
Well.
Oh no. So this operator model is...
Affirmative. Operator 210. Volunteered to undergo Type B equipment transition during previous descent. Sent to front lines as Unit 21B. Recorded as missing in action 4 hours later.
No. Operator!
All the women that you wanted to fuck, you have to kill them all! Lol.
Coordinate data. Location specified. Please keep.
Level 3 laser broken. Beep. You have a bad habit of killing all the women he wants to fuck.
A2.
2B told me. She told me she wanted you to become a good person.
You... Don't you dare talk to me about 2B!
Beep.
Where'd he go?
Analysis. Your high unit 9S is still alive. Query. Why would Unit A2 be concerned with the status of Unit 9S after turning on yours?
Buckets. Oh, I was gonna... I wanted to shockwave him. Were they supposed to be that easy? Or is level 3 laser just that broken? Contact initiated between Pod 042 and Pod 153. What is the matter, Pod 042? This protocol is not an interface intended for conversational use. Acknowledged. However, this pod has a confidential transmission for Pod 153. Understood. Begin transmission. An error has been detected in the transmission network between Pod 042 and Pod 153. Hypothesis: said error is fragmented data caused by deterioration of the transmission environment. It may be so. However, it may also not be so. Message unclear, clarification requested. After repeated information exchanges between multiple pods, an unexpected phenomenon has occurred. We pods have developed unusually protective feeling towards support targets 2B, A2, and 9S. Query: could this be our will? Unknown. The definition of will is unclear. Will is the answer of whether pods are capable of their own self-determination. Even if it were possible, such actions cannot be abided. Successful mission fulfillment is all that matters. Whatever the case, we tactical support units have a duty to see this through to the end. Duty? You sounded like an android just there. Agreed, but just as androids are influenced by humans, so are we tied to our creators. Perhaps. Pod 153. Do not die. The concept of death has no meaning to tactical support units. However, your expression of concern is appreciated. I also hope that you do not die, Pod 042. Yeah.
Physical check complete. Memory check complete. Maintenance mode complete. Yorha Unit 9S. Activate.
How did I get here? Oh, wait. Never mind.
Good morning, 9S.
Am I...
Broken again?
The enemy structural unit collapsed during battle. Unit 9S suffered damage from the fall and was placed in emergency suspend mode. Fall location was deemed too dangerous, thus said unit was transported to current location. All system checks and reactivation complete.
Operator.
Operator Model 210 is deceased. Black box signal not found.
Oh. Situation report.
Tower access authentication key acquired. The required number of authentication keys have been acquired. The tower is now open for investigation.
Good.
most likely concern over Unit 9S gaining access to tower.
Out of my way! Damn it! They won't stop coming!
Alert. Allied signal detected.
Allies?
The fuck?
Wait, you?
You're not allies! I'll never trust you.
We've been expecting you. The two of us will take things from here.
Bullshit.
You need to open the door to the tower.
Bullshit. You are gonna betray me.
Devila? Popola? What are you doing here?
Remember your promise?
What are you talking about?
Come on, 9S. Hack in while you can.
None of this makes any sense!
We'll explain everything once we're inside.
You just want me to get inside so you can betray me later.
What's this barrier?
Analysis. It is part of a closed defensive system.
Well, how do I break it down?
Hypothesis. Unit 9S could permit his self-consciousness data to lose control. The resulting energy surge has an acceptable probability of temporarily paralyzing the barrier.
That's almost as bad as not going in at all!
What happened?
It's the barrier.
Popola!
No, don't! You can't do anything! The wall's got a self-closing
Enough!
algorithm!
Devil and I, we have to atone for our sins no matter what!
But if you do that, your circuits will...
Devil! Right.
Devila!
I hope you don't regret this.
Bullshit. You're gonna come back, and you're gonna be a pain in the fucking ass. I don't trust you. Ever. No. Alert. Data records discovered for units Devila and Popola. Do you wish to open this data now? Yes. A dusty wind kisses my cheeks. Buried in sand, we press forward one step at a time. We have nowhere else to go, after all. Because our models, the Devil and Popola models, are defective. Record. Transitions in the project's initial phase. When first we awoke, we were still people. They had there were still people. They had flesh, egos, emotions, souls, and they issued us a single order. Function as observers of Project Gestalt. This is the sole mission of the twin Devila and Popola models. It is the only reason we exist at all. We were the latest model, though many companions shared our appearance. There was a sparkle in all of our eyes, a sense of pride at having been entrusted with humanity's future. And yes, there was anxiety as well. But we existed as a pair, we shared destiny's burden as a pair, and because of that, all hesitation was swept away. Each pair was given their own cities as observation areas. We were ordered to guide the replicants with our own hands, all for the sake of the promised time that would one day arrive. We were the only ones who could handle such a duty. We were observers, after all. Ah! Watch out! Devila staggers and falls in the soft yet unforgiving sand. I hurry to her side and sigh with relief when I find she's not seriously hurt. Are you alright? Sorry, sis. I guess I spaced out there for a bit. She smiles, the same wry smile I know so well, as she rubs absently at her leg. It is wrapped in a white bandage. Your bandage is coming undone. Here, let me change it. It's alright, Popola. Come on. We have to go before we lose the light. We won't be going anywhere if sand gets into that thing. Now quit whining and hold still. I'll be quick. Devila grunts and turns away. I take it as consent. Soon we were resting in the shade of a nearby rock as I pulled the bandage free. Artificial skin, torn and bloodied, peeks out from beneath the bandage. Judging by Devila's current lack of ambulatory control, I imagine the circuitry beneath has been damaged as well. Taking a deep breath, I check the circuitry and see if it can be repaired. As expected, the wiring of the nerve circuitry has been damaged. Replacing it will require a new connector as well as some tools, none of which is easy to find in the desert. Sorry about this, sis, mutters Devila. That wry smile again. It kills me every time. Don't you dare apologize, I responded. You've done nothing wrong. I calmly change the bandage, trying not to let my worry show. I make it as tight as possible so no sand can slip inside. It's all I can do until I get proper materials. But that's going to be a tall order, considering our current condition. I'm sorry, sister. Okay, now you're apologizing. We both apologize while insisting the other's apology isn't necessary. It's kind of funny in a way, such a trivial exchange under such circumstances. We laugh together, the sound echoing out across the desert before being stolen by the cool evening wind. A report regarding the increase in relapses. There has to be some way to prevent relapses. Devila's sharp voice echoes through our private quarters. You must be quiet, sister. The replicants will hear. Pfft. They wouldn't understand even if they did. That might be true, but regardless. Annoyed at my hesitation, Devila crosses her legs and scowls. The black scrawl took another victim, she says. That's 3 this month. It's spreading way too fast. Let's wait and see what happens. I'm tired of hearing you say that. Her shout makes me jump, just a little, but enough for her to notice. Seeing that, her eyes suddenly open wide. I'm sorry, sis. It's not your fault. I shouldn't have lashed out like that. It's okay. I understand. It's all going wrong. You can feel it too, right? When I was first assigned to Project Gestalt, I was over the moon with pride. But now my chest hurts just to think about it. If it were to fail... Before we knew it, the replicants had gained a sense of self and the black scrawl started raging out of control. It moved fast. So fast. Like a wind. Popola and I would go to the observation room and act like it was all okay. We talked to the replicants as if we didn't have a care in the world. But at night, we just hold each other and share the horror of it all. I'm glad you were with me, murmurs Popola. I couldn't have handled being an observer all alone. We were able to endure because we had each other, I replied softly. Did the humans see this coming? Is that why they made a twin model? Were they really so clever? Were they really so cruel? I couldn't have done this by myself. I would have descended into madness. I simply couldn't bear such a burden all alone. When I get the chance, I'm going to try contacting another city, she says. Maybe these abnormalities are a localized phenomenon. I pray that's the case, I reply. Even if we're of no use ourselves, things will still work out if the other observers can pull through. Don't worry, it's gonna be okay. But it wasn't okay. Nothing was okay. All thanks to a pair of Devolo and Popolo models from another town. The wind rubs my cheeks, the sand grazes my skin. It's grown cold out here. We walk with renewed purpose, hoping to make up for lost time. Devolo loses her balance every now and then. It gets bad after a while. I slip myself under her arm so she won't fall again and we press on. Is your leg alright? Well, I doubt I'll be dancing anytime soon, but yeah, it's fine. She smiles as she says this, but I can tell she doesn't have much left. And yet she continues to smile. Also, I won't worry. I remember when our resistance allies injured her leg. I was furious, beyond fury. I wanted to scream and cry and lose myself in it, but then she smiled and all of that rage just drifted away. To think we have the same face, yet such different smiles. One day I realized how she reminded me of the martyrs I'd seen in the old records. It was the day we decided to leave our town forever. Record of Project Gestalt's end. Our role as observer ended on the day Project Gestalt collapsed, all due to the actions of Devolo and Popolo models from another town. With the original Gestalt loss, humanity was doomed to an inevitable extinction. Knowing this, we gathered what remaining replicant data we could find and launched it to the surface of the moon. And thought success was as unlikely as finding a lost sand grain in the desert. We still had to attempt it. We still had to try. We were androids, you see. Protecting humanity was our instinct. Other androids, beholden to that same instinct, began to direct their hate at the Devolo and Popolo models who snuffed out humanity. It started small, a few offhand remarks, the occasional glance, but even the smallest things have weight, and with enough of them combined, that weight eventually becomes a boulder. Emotions boiled over, remarks became jeers, and soon enough, my sister and I were the perfect target for persecution. At first, we simply accepted the fact that our friends turned on us. It was almost unavoidable, I suppose. We were observers for Project Gestalt, after all. And while we didn't cause it to fail, the people who did, well, they looked just like us. So we accepted it. We took the resentment and scorn. We endured. Because as crazy as it sounds, I think we actually felt responsible. We moved from town to town in an effort to avoid persecution, but in one such town, my seemingly infinite patience finally broke. My sister, Devila, met with unprovoked violence at the hand of a resistance member. She said something in response to his taunts. Something quiet. And though her words were ambiguous, he slashed her leg nearly in two. My vision narrowed, everything went red, and then she smiled at me. It's okay, sis, there's nothing we can do. But it was too late. My emotions were no longer in my control. I'm simply not strong enough to stand aside and let the most important person in the world come to harm. Devil and I left town that same day. Violence like that won't stop. It was going to happen again. It wouldn't be coming from just one person. So rather than let them kill us, we ran. I guess it was the greatest resistance I could muster. We lose the sun as dark clouds gather overhead. We continue our march. A cold wind blasts us, stealing what little body heat we have left. I smell rain in the air. We continue our march. Sometimes we hear animals howling in the distance. It makes us flinch every time. But we continue our march because even in this is better than suffering at the hands of our fellow androids. Why must we suffer this persecution? I know we're the same model as the androids who doomed humanity, so I understand that part. At least a little, anyway. But at the same time, we're not them. We're not the same. We are who we are, and that Devila and Popolo were who they were. That's how I felt when I saw Devila being hurt. I wanted to shout it at everyone. I wanted to scream. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one Devila. And for her, there's only me. No one can take the other's place. Rain falls from the sky. It stimulates our sensation nerves like cold needles. We need maintenance badly, but that's a pipe dream, I suppose. No android would dare help a pair of outcasts like us. Are you cold, Devilo? I'm alright as long as you're with me, sis. I feel the same. We press our bodies together and try to retain heat. It's cold now, much worse than the searing heat of midday, but as we just smile at each other and keep pressing on. There's another camp on the other side of the desert. A new camp. If we can just get there, I could finally fix Devilo's leg. And yet I wonder if there's anywhere on this planet that'll take us. Hey, what's wrong? It's nothing. Don't worry about it. I do what I can to suppress the anxiety in my chest and keep walking. The rain grows worse. It lashes at us without pause. Is this our punishment? I reach out and... touch Devila's cheek. The rain flows down her cheeks like tears. I reach over and gently wipe it away. She smiles, but seems surprised. There's no point in doing that, you know, she whispers. But there is. Because I swore to myself I would stay with her forever. For that is the fate we twin androids have been assigned. Yeah, sure. Just... oh, there happened to be two other Devila and Popolas, and they fucked everything up. It's their fault. Don't care. The failure to manage the area resulted in the collapse of the Gestalt system, which led to the decimation of the human race. Due to the discovery of its instability, the twin system was removed from future android production designs. Following the incident, the Devila and Popola models were not dismantled. However, in order to prevent further unexpected behavior, they underwent a memory wipe. Furthermore, they were reprogrammed to generate constant feelings of guilt.
That is all that remains from their personal record during the era in which they were referred to as administrators.
I see.
Query: why do the androids Devila and Popola seem to prefer death over surviving alone? There was a very high probability that at least one could have escaped.
I hope you never have to understand.
Affirmative.
Fuck him anyway.
Query: why does this tower possess an entrance at all? All material transport takes place via aerial vehicles. It is irrational for an infiltration route to be so easily accessible. Hypothesis: entrance is a trap.
Answer. Plot. Oh. Oh boy.
I don't care. I just have to kill them all.
Yeah, I still don't buy that. It's okay, we're just gonna... you kind of doomed humanity with your bullshit. So, yeah, we're just gonna rig this up so you constantly feel guilty about that, because there really was no reason... If you couldn't see that once the replicants got their own will, that this whole fucking thing was going to fail...
Corrupted Yorha units.
Oh, God damn it. It's like, hey, all the replicants got fucking wills of their own now, and even though they're still kind of mimicking the whole family thing, because NieR was basically Yona. Well, I guess it depends on which. If you play the Japanese version, you know, NieR Replicant, then NieR's like a teenage boy protecting his little sister, and it's all creepy and shit. But if you play the Western, NieR Gestalt, the Western version, he's a haggard old man and protecting his little girl, and it's not nearly as fucking... It's not creepy then, because it's like, oh, hey.
Hello, and thank you for choosing Tower System Services. We're so pleased you've chosen to visit the tower today. don't forget about the special prize for the guest who unlocks the last subunit in the room just ahead. You're going to love it.
I'm gonna kill you.
But yeah, I mean... Oh, hey! You kinda took his daughter away from him. He's a bit pissed off. Granted, the Shadow Lord was basically... He was the replicant for the Shadow Lord, and Yona was the replicant for Shadow Lord's daughter. So he's like, I'm gonna get my girl's body back finally. Yay, I can save my daughter. And then it's like, you took my daughter, I'm gonna fuck you up. And it's like, oh, big fight going on. And then it's like, oh, Yona's been possessed by human Yona. And then human Yona's like, this girl has a consciousness. She loves her dad. I'm just gonna go away and die now. And then Shadow Lord loses it. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, sir, 2B. Look! You got, what, one for each day of the week now. What are you whining about?
I'm glad I got to see you here. I truly am.
Emotions are prohibited. Stop being a bitch.
I'll tear you apart. Every last one of you!
Yeah, he's losing his shit. Oh, come on, guys.
To me! Don't worry, I'm going to kill you now!
Level 69! I'm gonna kill you now! He saw so many 2Bs, he just fucking came and blew a bunch of them up and hit level 69. They're only level 48? And that just seems a little...
Alert. Enemies detected.
Still a few stragglers, huh?
You just wiped out your harem. You're gonna have, like, the ultimate anime fun time. Oh, wait. You're going crackhead psycho crazy right now. Well, there's one penetrated. That's not how you tit fuck. She had an explosive orgasm. Let me guess, now we play as A2.
Alert. The structure known as the tower has opened its gate.
Let's check it out.
Oh, hey.
A2, right? We went ahead and opened the tower. 9S is already inside. I see. We 9S. I see. Say, did we manage to help? We did.
Good timing, Emil! Come on, Emil, you probably remember Devil and Popola. They're kind of the reason you're just ahead now. We're going to attack you. Oh no, you're kicking our ass. Well, we're going to attack you some more. Oh, you're still kicking our asses? Oh, one of us died. Well, I'm just gonna go completely psycho and, like, try to crush you in a singularity. Okay. Yeah, at least we got some more meteorite. A2 just gets all the fun upgrade mats.
Corpse.
Hypothesis. The corpse is likely a result of Yorha Unit 9S's advance through the area.
Let's go.
You know, you fuckers could have at least built some proper stairs.
What's the purpose of this structure?
Unknown. Proposal. Gather additional data.
Someday I need to teach you how to be helpful.
She left a fucking crater when she came. God damn. I mean, self-destructed. Where is 9S? Oh, hey, it's the library. From the first NieR. There's Popola's room. The trophy room on the opposite side.
What's up with this place?
Hypothesis. It is a representation of a library.
What's that?
A library is a data storage facility constructed by past human civilizations.
Not a meteorite.
I suppose we have to hack in to look at the data, yeah? Help me out, Pod.
Affirmative. Hacking interface access rights granted to Yorha Unit A2.
Peachy.
Let's see. Library index. Atom unit storage record. Eve unit. Yorha communications interception. Yorha server. Human server establishment. Human heritage preservation. Tower system summary. Tower subsystem. Special units creation record. Plant species preservation. Animal species preservation. Okay.
This tower looks like a data gathering system for the machines.
A lot of meteorite. Outline predicted human server infiltration route, dummy protection installation map, SGGLSF, genetic storage, warehouse location, browsing restricted.
These records are from the human server on the moon. The machines hacked that deep into the system, huh?
Chest X-ray, no. Patient Class 1 patient Yona. Chest X-ray, no abnormalities. Heart echo, no abnormalities. C1, continuing chronic renal failure. C2, convulsion seizures in the diaphragm. C3, no vomiting. 4 milligram luciferase. Preservation plan. The patient's condition makes further treatment impossible. A report will be submitted to management committee dealing courses of action in the event of the patient's death, focusing primarily on how that information is to be manipulated with respect to the original. As a backup, in the event of a sudden worsening of the patient's condition, she's to be assigned 5 additional doctors. Identification required.
Some records on old humans. Damn it, this is useless. There's too many of them.
Yeah, that's Popolo's room. Although it's small, it's not as long. Oh. It's still the trophy room, but it's just different trophies. Of the well, we fought different bosses, so...
Huh? What's that? Operational summary of model number 2 in Project Yorha. This data.
Beep. So, wait, what? The fuck? I'll deal with that later. Fuck you, Origin. Oh, hey, missing an arm. Well, there's one way to do field repairs.
I can't stop. I have to keep fighting.
Alert. Virus detected in locomotion region. High probability that infection source is transplanted parts from corrupted units. Proposal. Hack into self and eliminate virus.
On it.
Virus eliminated. 95% of functionality restored.
Wait, where was Gestalt Report 10? We had 9. Bring it, bitches! This is a combat thing. Oh.
Yorha Unit 9S. Yorha Unit 9S. Welcome to the tower. Welcome to the tower.
You bastards!
Because you made it this far, we have a special announcement just for you.
We'll reveal it once you destroy all the machine life forms here.
I'm gonna guess that that's probably Devil on Popola.
You did it. You did it. Now let us show you what we promised.
Yorha Disposal.
This is Project Yorha. That means all of us. To be...
Now you know everything. Do you still wish to fight? We are conceptual human personalities created within the machine network. We cannot be destroyed. You're Unit 9S. Your attack is meaningless. Your existence is meaningless.
Shut up!
What'd you give me? What'd you give me, buddy? Jackass bomb recipe. 3 AIM-11s from flight units. The corpse of a suitable android. 5 cores from machine life force capable of EMP attacks. An adequate amount of bonding agent. A container. Usually use the machine's head, but you be you. Disassemble the AIM-11 and connect the image unit to the helix. Yank out the connector cable from the dead android spine. Strip it using a file or whatever. Connect the cable to the image unit, decode the machine lifeform codes and embed the image units inside them, then mix in the bonding agent, reshape. Don't forget to insert the cones. It'll need to build explosive power. Once you've done that, add some nails or whatever random shrapnel junk you have lying around. So wait. Oh, does it book penises? What? Yeah, whatever. Okay, so we know everything. Everything! I throw my sword at you.
Keep them coming. I'll destroy them all. All of them. And this tower!
I wonder what that sword... Oh.
Who are they?
Oh, Koshi ran away.
Damn it!
Alert. Enemy hacking detected. Proposal. Retreat immediately.
Who are you?
Good to see you again. Number 2. Or should we call you 2 now? This does bring back memories. Though the concepts like us, time has to be redeeming. Still, when we wiped out your forces, it made quite an impression on us. You're attacker model number 2. An experimental disposable group created as a test run for Project Yorha.
Shut up!
Okay. I can keep this up all day, motherfucker.
You're an obstinate little android, aren't you? Didn't we say that you can't kill us?
Damn it!
Proposal.
What now?
Utilize the enemy's logical learning function to formulate a weakness.
I don't know what that means!
This pod has serious concerns about Unit A2's cognitive abilities.
Shut up and explain it already!
Said strategy would interrupt the enemy's logic circuits, causing a computational delay.
Meaning what?
Do not destroy the enemy.
Huh?
Striking at the logic circuit requires a certain number of enemies to remain extant for a certain period of time.
Oh, what the hell?
Consciousness data saturation rate 30%.
Okay.
It's also very amusing.
Consciousness data saturation rate 60%.
The androids the human race left behind acted as if they wanted to be human. The machine life forms the aliens left behind acted as if they wanted to be human. We resemble each other so, but we are networked, and thus we are superior to you.
Hypothesis. The enemy's defensive system is prompting an evolution of its logic.
Foolish androids. Why do you resist? All things end with accepting death, do they not?
Can I kill them now?
Consciousness data saturation rate 90%.
Great, I have to find a giant lolly.
And yet we are many. We are finite, and yet we are infinite. We are the embodiment of the perfect being.
Hypothesis. The enemy has become aware of the diversity of life.
I see it. The light. We move on. Forward. To the future.
Consciousness data saturation rate 100%. Hypothesis. The enemy's consciousness has begun to fracture.
Meaning?
We need more evolutionary pressure. If we allow this android to continue living, we can create even more hardship for ourselves. Overcoming the crisis this creates will present an opportunity for our kind to evolve even further. We disagree. This android is dangerous. It must be destroyed immediately. Those who would doubt our victory are enemies. Do you truly think you can win?
What the?
Analysis. The saturated consciousnesses are now in conflict with each other.
Huh. They're acting like humans.
Whoa, wait, it's, oh fuck, there's an item down there. Wait, what? Ah, shit. Okay, well, I'll catch you guys next time. Be right back.